What's up, loved ones? My name is John Tay Grace. Happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth. I hope you and your families are safe and healthy and in good spirits. I wanted to make this video because I'm starting to see some things in this conversation that we're all having, and it's starting to worry me. So I just wanted to try to address it so we can keep our conversation positive, constructive, and moving forward. I saw the issue with J.Cole and, people calling out J.Cole, Kendrick Lamar for not speaking up about our issues during this time. And I wasn't feeling that. I personally don't believe that they have an obligation to speak for us. And I think that it's unfair for us to put them in the position to always be on the front line of every single issue and every single problem that we have as Black people. They are artists. They have dedicated their lives to their craft, and that's cool. And for J. Cole and Kendrick specifically, they have dedicated their whole careers, all of the music they've put out, to talking about these issues: police brutality, prison, street life, the relations between males and females, Black men and Black women. They have done that throughout their entire career. So the fact that they are just sitting back and watching what's going on right now and trying to figure it out just like we all are, and we're jumping on their backs and getting on their head about not saying what apparently you want them to say, it's unfair. And I think that that's a problem that we have as a people with messianic leadership. And what messianic leadership is, that's when you take one person and you elevate them to the top and you want them to represent and lead a whole people, like kind of how we did with Malcolm X, kind of how we did with Martin Luther King. The problem with messianic leadership, it's a couple of things. The first thing is the fate of Malcolm X and Martin. When you have one person that is your leader and the whole movement, they can be taken off the map, either by discrediting them, like they tried to do with Martin Luther King about cheating on Coretta, and then he loses credibility with his own people. Or for both of them, you can just simply kill them, and then no more speaking. So when you have one person like that, they can be easily taken off the chessboard. The second thing is, and this is what happened with J. Cole, when you have somebody that you want them to say the right thing and you're hoping that they give your message to the people and to power, sometimes they don't say what you want them to say. And that's okay. But it makes you mad because you were hoping that they were going to say all of the right words, all of the things that you want them to say, and they didn't say it. So like this new song that came out with J. Cole, people, I guess, was waiting on him to release a song that kind of summed up what we're going through and what we want and what we're trying to convey to America. But what ended up happening is his song was a response to one of his critics. And he was basically saying, look, I don't know everything that you think I should know about this issue. So maybe I'm not the best person to be the mouthpiece and the spokesperson for what's going on right now. And this ties into kind of our male-female relationships. Y'all dragged him. Y'all took his response and labeled it all kinds of misogyny and sexism and just saying that basically because he said, the tone in which you spoke to me and criticized me, I wasn't really feeling that. That's what J. Cole was saying in his song. But y'all gonna say that because he said your tone, you came at me wrong, that he don't have a right to say that, and that he was sexist for telling a female critic that her tone was kind of off? That's within his right to say. That's a respect thing. We are black people. I know one thing. If you got something to say to me, you better watch your mouth the same way that I'm going to watch myself when I'm addressing you. Even if I'm disagreeing with you, I'm going to come at it still from a respectful, constructive, positive way, even if I disagree with you. And I didn't see what the critics said to him, but they've been dragging him and Kendrick Lamar. So it's not hard to imagine that she probably has some stinging, sharp criticism for him. And he may have responded and just said, look, I mean, come on now. Like, you know? So it's not misogynist to tell somebody that their tone didn't sit right with you. That's a respect thing. And that's within his rights to say that. But because y'all criticized him, you missed an opportunity for his song to be a message to America, and it ended up being a message to the critics that called him out for not saying nothing in the first place. You feel me? So like, we have to keep that conversation going, and you're totally right about that. We do have to keep that conversation going, and we have to make sure that while we're fighting for equal protection under the police and safety and things like that for us black people, yes, we do need to be having the conversation about how we can treat black women better and how we can fix some of the problems that we have internally as a race. I'm all for that. But we have to make sure that those conversations are happening in a constructive way. Because to keep it real, black women, if you want us to fix something, that means you want us to do something. You have to come correct. And you can't alienate the person whose support you need to fix the issue. So it takes both of us, right? So come at us and teach us, instruct us. And that's what J.Cole was saying in his song. Instruct us. If you have that knowledge and you know how you want to be treated and what behaviors you wish for us to change, let us know. But do it with patience and with love, and not just dragging a nigga through the mud because he don't know what he don't know, if that makes sense. Like, if you want us to know something, learn us, teach us. But we can't get into the trap of a gender war and yelling back and forth at each other. The beauty of what's been going on right now is that we have all been participating in this issue. From the ground floor, from up and down your timeline, we are all participating in this. We're conversating with each other, and we're teaching each other. We're sharing ideas. We're sharing information. It's not just happening on a national scale. We're all doing it. We're all a part of it. So it's okay if we don't have all of our celebrities speaking for us, because sometimes what that does is that mutes your voice, and that keeps them from listening to you as a person. But they're listening right now. So let's just continue to have this conversation, and let's get through this together, and let's not fall into the trap of, okay, appoint one nigga among you to be the one to speak for you, and we'll just deal with that person. That's all I'm saying. Peace, loved ones. Happy Juneteenth. I hope that you all have a great day, a great weekend, and we'll pick this up later. All right, y'all.